How's it guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we're Johnny and Nate from Howzit Adventures, and we've come to the Karoo today to come and test out our new gear.
So we've recently had this awesome Frontrunner rooftop tent and Tentco awning installed by Boss Gear. And honestly, we're just looking for any excuse to get out of Cape Town and to try it out. Believe it or not, the Karoo has had so much rain. There's floods in most places, but I mean, this is the Karoo that is usually a desert and super dry, and look how much rain they've had. It's crazy.
Nate, how was your first night in the rooftop tent?
Good morning. It was fantastic. It was rather comfortable, better than I expected. Just really cold. I think it reached 5 degrees. But
You
that's
see her
okay.
little face sticking out there.
I know, I slept with my beanie and my puffer jacket on. But really comfortable. The only thing, there's a lot of condensation. It's a little bit, it feels wet inside.
We don't get that with a ground tent.
Yeah,
you
we
know.
didn't have that with the ground tent. But comfort wise, really comfortable. And I mean, check the sunrise. The views from up here are incredible. What is your review on the Frontrunner rooftop tent?
It's very lekker. It was very firm actually. I thought it was going to shake. I thought the car shakes when you move around and sleep and turn on your side. It didn't move. That was quite nice. It's quite funny to remember at night when you need to go to the bathroom to the bush, to remember there's a ladder first before you get to the ground. That was quite fun. It's like a little tree house. It's like your little mobile tree house. I have to give these bikes a good wash today.
And if you compare the ground tent to the rooftop tent, what would you say?
Well, I'm actually happy we're up in the air because it's very wet down here. I think that was quite lekker. Also, there's a big troop of baboons in the mountains here. So I heard them in the middle of the night down in the valley. And I must be honest, if you're going to camp in the wild, you're going to feel a bit safer, I think, being up on the car. Not that the baboons are going to come and cause trouble, but I don't know. It just kind of gives you that false sense of security. If there's anybody out there with a Frontrunner rooftop tent who can give us some advice on the back hooks. We managed to do the sides and the fronts and fronts. But this, unfortunately, the back, we just cannot get it in. Maybe it's because the awning's in the way or something. Maybe you got some advice for us. It is freezing. There is a very chilly wind blowing. We're at 1,000 meters above sea level. A bit colder than we expected, but the Karoo always has this icy cold, crisp wind blowing when the wind does blow. And we're gonna go see, there's quite a bit of water around, which we haven't seen in this area for a while. If you look ahead here, there's a stream flowing right there in front of us, which we have to now cross. And then we're gonna go to a waterfall just up the road. And we're gonna see, we've actually never seen that waterfall flow, so we might get lucky today. And then walk over to Awning, and then maybe go and explore that high mountain in the distance over there. I've seen a path up there in the past. There's a lot of fossil as well, fossilized rocks, which is very interesting. There's a lot of history in this area, so we'll show you as we go along what we find. Woohoo!
So cool.
And you hear the waterfall. I can hear it gushing. I've been here 20 times. I've never seen this waterfall flow. This is quite a treat. And remember, we're in a semi-desert, so water is very scarce. To see this happen, magic. Never in our wildest dreams did we expect to see this weekend. Magic. Part of the Cape Fold Mountains, this area, the Karoo, the Cedarburg, which is also part of the Karoo, and the mountains are characterized by these, it looks like walls all along the mountain that have been pressed out. This big quartz rock here. Beautiful. Leave it where I found it.
We are heading to the saddle over there.
Sure, I'm out of breath. This window bashing is tiring. You know you're very high up when you can see the Varroa eagles. Victorian-era is sweeping across just above you, and you can hear the chicks calling from the nest. And there's so much bird life up here. It's unbelievable.
We made it to the top of the saddle through proteas and rhinoceros and the sickle-leaf cone bush, and it's absolutely magnificent here.
It's been wild. We were lost and window bashing our way through this valley, across the stream, zigzag, zigzag, and we stumbled across this beautiful dam, which probably runs 2, 3, 4 times a year. It is so beautiful, and this area is magnificent. Look at these rock formations here. It's magic.
Oh dear. Oh dear. I think this guy's a little bit stuck here. Ouch.
Sun's about to come up on that side, and I'm gonna make some oats and go ride my bike.
Good morning from the Karoo. How's the weather for you?
I'm wearing everything. I have 2 windbreakers, the top, arm warmers, and then a little bandana. I love you.
I love you.
See you later.
Enjoy your bike ride.
Thank you.
I'll keep the rooftop tent nice and cozy. Matjiesfontein was founded in 1884 by a Scottish railway man named James Douglas Logan. Back then, Matjiesfontein became famous as a health retreat for people suffering from tuberculosis. The dry Karoo air was believed to help patients recover, and before long, wealthy visitors from Europe were arriving by train. Matjiesfontein is actually a National Heritage Site today, and it's one of the best preserved Victorian towns in South Africa.
One of the most iconic buildings here is the famous Lord Milner Hotel, and honestly, walking through town feels like stepping back in time. Wow. Hello.
Of course, we're going to find Johnny at the coffee house. He needs his coffee fix for the day.
Where else would I be?